Guys, what's up? This is episode 7 of Kingdom Rush, and we are going to get our upgrades first. And I'm just going to stick with this, we're just going to stick with the piercing shots for now, and we will eventually get these 2 upgrades. I'm going to go for mostly archers as my next few upgrades, as soon as we get the stars for them. And today's level is Coldstep Mines. And I'm not even going to read this random crap. We're going to play in normal mode, as usual. And we got a new tower, which is the Musketeer Garrison. So it has a huge range and very high damage. I don't feel like this is the best tower in the entire world, but it's definitely interesting to use in certain conditions. So let's get started here. We had a nice few tower slots here, and one thing I want you to notice about the map is just, you gotta study the map a little bit before you actually start. Just make sure you understand what's going on. It seems like they come from only one direction, and they end up over here, of course, and they can go through these mines. So they can walk through these mines and actually walk out over here, or walk out over here. So you can just skip an entire part of the map. So it's not that important to actually use some of these towers up in here, but these are probably the most important, and then these are also probably very important as well. So I'm going to get an archer tower there, a mage tower there. I'm going to get a barracks here, which my barracks is going to send all my units right here, which is hopefully going to stall them long enough. And I'm also going to upgrade this guy actually pretty far. So let's get started here. We got a bunch of bandits. I'm also going to get 2 random towers up here, which are not quite as important. They're just there to do some extra damage to the guys right at the beginning here. So if you notice, I just want you guys to notice this. My mage tower, since I upgraded them all the way, every single time one mage tower attacks, it slows these guys down and makes them able to do more damage to them. So they're able to kill quite a few guys, quite a bit more than you might actually think. So now I'm actually just going to send out these waves early. I feel like I'll be able to kill them pretty easily if my archer tower is just as strong as I think it is, which I think it is. Now these guys, I don't believe they have any physical armor, they don't have anything, so you can kill them with pretty much anything. But these guys, on the other hand, are a little bit better versus the archer towers. You have to use mages on them. So I'm actually going to upgrade, I'm actually going to get quite a few towers in here. I'm actually going to get 1 more archer tower here, 1 more mage tower here as soon as I get the money, which should be pretty soon. So we're just going mostly with low level towers. So like I said, guys, you don't want to go with too many really high upgraded towers. You want to go with mostly low ones at first. And I didn't even really care what was coming out next. You should probably look, but I think as far as the first levels go, I'm not too worried here. We have 16 waves, which is actually less waves than last time. So I think that's going to be beneficial for us, but that means also there's probably going to be some harder waves. So now some gargoyles next, so I'm not going to send those out yet. I have to wait until I kill pretty much all these guys as much as possible before I start sending them out. And as you see, the random guy that walked in through that little mine actually came out over here. So you got to be careful with those guys. That's why I actually upgraded this archer tower quite a bit, because I don't want random guys to walk through there and just come out here and just run right through my defense. So I'm waiting as long as possible for these guys. I'm not even going to send out the wave early. I know it seems like I always send out the waves early, and most of the time I do. It's because I'm kind of, first of all, impatient. Second of all, I think I have a solid defense, and third of all, I usually think that getting that extra gold is more beneficial than just waiting those extra few seconds. So now we've got wolves and stuff too, so I'm actually going to wait the entire time for these guys as well. I think upgrading this archer tower is probably important as well, because no matter what, you're going to hit every single guy over here, and you have this extra defense for the guys that come out of the mine over there. Now, not every single guy walks through and goes through that mine over there. There's not very many, but you're still going to be careful for those random, really strong guys that do that. It does happen, guys. So I'm actually going to upgrade my mage tower as well in the back. I think that's the most important spot to do it. And I will send them out just a few seconds early. Hopefully not too many of them actually run through the mine there and just kill all my guys. So as far as the time that it takes for them to get through, it seems like it's about the exact same amount of time. About the amount of time for the guys to actually run through the entire map. So now all those wargs just went right through there. So I'm actually going to have to stall these guys with with these guys right here. And hopefully I'll be able to kill them in time. Seems like I will, but you know, you always gotta hope for the best. So I'm gonna get a ranger tower here pretty soon. I want to get this guy up to a ranger tower, and hopefully we'll kill all these wargs in time. And I just wanted to be careful there. I kind of worry about my one little life there. I'm not going for any musketeer towers yet. I actually want to get my ranger tower up first. So I'm actually going to upgrade these guys even more. We got more wargs and stuff coming up. So we're not going too much gold from sending out all these guys at first. Kinda gotta be careful with this stuff, guys. So, people tell me that I say guys a lot, and I do. There's nothing I can really do about it. It just happens. Can't really help it, I'm sorry. So, these guys, we got trolls here, so let's check out what these trolls are. Trolls are very tough warriors that can regenerate their wounds quickly, so regeneration is something you gotta watch out for. That being the case, you really can't spread out your towers and just make a bunch of really low level towers. You gotta get some really high level towers that can do damage fast. And also, they actually have, I thought they had magical resistance, but I guess they don't. So you just gotta watch out for the regeneration time, guys. Regeneration is not fun to deal with, especially when you get some of the later rounds. We got like boss trolls and stuff like that. Those guys are hard to kill. So what's next on the agenda? I will actually get another ranger tower here. I think ranger towers, seems like most stuff here is pretty good versus magic. Especially all these wargs, so I will go for mostly the ranger towers. I'm not going to get any musketeer towers right now. If I do get a musketeer tower, I'm probably going to put it like right here, so it can probably hit like everything on the entire map if I put it right in the middle. And actually we got wolves, wargs, and winter wolves coming up, so I'm not going to send out the wave early again. Again, guys. And to stall the guys a little bit more, I will be sending out more of these guys. Hopefully we'll kill him in time. Yeah, I think we will. Should be able to. Yep, there we go. And we'll send them out a couple seconds early. But these guys are really fast, so you gotta be careful. So yeah, we're just raping all those trolls. Raping their face off. Hate trolls. Regeneration guys? No. So we got winter wolves now. So winter wolves are cunning and deadly. Oh my goodness. High magic resistance and can dodge melee attacks. So, they're kind of just like wargs, except that they have even higher magic resistance. And I think they're stronger. They have 350 health. What do these guys have? 120, so they have a lot more health. So I'm actually just going to do this. I'm just going to kill as many of them as possible, send out this wave early, hopefully get some extra gold, and we should be able to kill them in time. So we got some extra gold here, guys. I will be upgrading some more towers. I'm actually going to get one more archer tower here, and upgrade my ranger tower here. I think this one's going to be my musketeer garrison thing, whatever that's called. I don't remember exactly. I think it's musketeer garrison. And we'll probably not get any special upgrades for the musketeer garrison just yet. Those seem like they're kind of expensive. So if you notice anything, I'm really not going too many mage towers here. I'm just getting low-level mage towers, not anything really strong. And like, the reason why I do that is because a lot of mage towers just shooting out pretty reasonably fast do slow the enemies down enough to actually give me more attack power and more time to attack my enemies. But it really doesn't hurt them that much. But there's really not that many guys that can actually tank all my ranger towers and all my archer towers, except for these guys. So you do have to have a medium amount of mage towers, just a reasonable amount. You don't want to go too heavy on the mage towers, but you do need to have enough of them. So I'm actually just going to, oh no, we got shadow archers too, and the shadow archers come a little bit later, and they will run around and be right here at the exact same time as these guys, and that's not good news. And the reason why it's not good news is because all these guys clumped up all at once. It's probably not the best thing to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send out this stuff and hopefully kill as many of these guys as possible. If you notice, the ground right here is all on fire, so it actually does hurt all the guys that run through it. So I think we should have no problem killing those guys by the time we get around here. By the time all these guys get around here. The next thing to do is upgrade my mage tower actually one more time, this wizard tower. I will be interchanging the word mage and wizard quite a bit. I feel like those really don't affect anything very much. I think you guys completely understand that, and please don't complain about the naming of certain things. So now we got a bunch of random guys here mixed up. I don't even know what the heck I'm supposed to use to kill these guys. So if you notice, I got some dark knights here, some of these random guys, so we're going to need a mixture of stuff to actually kill them. We need mostly arrows, but we also need some mage towers, and that's why I got this guy upgraded, at least this far. So we'll get at least one arcane wizard. I feel like the arcane wizard's good because he has quite a bit of range. He can hit all the guys that come out of this little mine area here, as well as killing the guys that come up over here through the main pathway as well. So we killed all those guys pretty easily. I probably should have sent these guys out a little bit earlier, but it wasn't too big of a deal. So we'll be upgrading this guy one more, and I will get the ranger tower as soon as I possibly can, or the musketeer garrison as soon as I possibly can. See, when I think of rangers, I usually don't think of archers. When I think of rangers, I usually think of guys with guns. So that's why it's kind of like mixed up when I think about that kind of stuff. So these guys are all very, very good versus arrows. So I gotta use magic, and luckily I got this guy. This guy's super awesome, arcane magic, which will kill most of these guys reasonably fast. Shadow archers as well, they have low magic resistance, so when you mix guys who have magic resistance with non-magic resistance guys, you might have a little bit of a problem killing them. That's why I recommend going mostly not artillery or anything and just mixing in between mages and archers. So we got winter wolves. I'm going to wait as long as possible for those winter wolves because they're just going to run right through everything, and that's not what I would like to see. Especially because I feel like, for whatever reason, there's probably going to be like 3 winter wolves that can just randomly run through that mine and actually end up doing some damage to me. So we're going to kill those guys, so I'm going to send them out now. And I have quite a bit of money here, so I'm going to get this musketeer garrison, and oh man, its range was not as intense as I thought. I think the musketeer garrison probably has just a little bit more range than this guy. And of course, we got some winter wolves running through the mines as well. And it will stall them just a little bit. And they actually barely died right there. So I'm going to, I think we'll be good against these guys. But these guys, I don't know, I just like to be careful, so I'm going to meteor shower the crap out of them. And then we got trolls coming up. So trolls, you need some strong stuff versus the trolls. I did not see any winter wolves in that thing coming out, but I guess it's at the point where they just like to not tell you what's going to come out that wave, or maybe I just missed it, I'm not sure. But I did upgrade this guy, the Wrath of the Forest, up just a little bit to help stall these guys. Hopefully long enough where I can kill these winter wolves in time. It seems like I'm able to do it. Yep, I am able to do it. See if that one mage tower that's not even upgraded very far is just able to stall those wolves just long enough for me to end up killing them. So the wolves here, even though there was a lot of wolves coming out, I was able to kill them pretty reasonably well. And as soon as these guys get around here, we're going to totally rape them. These ranger towers will destroy these guys. Pretty much no big deal. I'm actually going to get one more of these arcane wizards here, and I'm actually going to upgrade it to teleport. So, you guys have not seen teleport yet. I think teleport is a very, very, very good upgrade. I think you guys should definitely think about using some teleports in your strategies. I like to personally get 2 towers that have teleports, and that will, it doesn't teleport guys back to the beginning or anything, it just teleports guys back, you know, a couple, I don't know what the term would be, feet, I don't know, it just teleports them back about this far, you know, so not too far, but it is enough where it actually helps do a lot of damage to them, so I will teleport that upgrade. And the interesting thing about the teleport upgrade and a lot of upgrades is that the first time you buy it, it's the most expensive. The second time you get it, it's less expensive, and the third time you get it, it kind of depends. But for this upgrade, the Wrath of the Forest, it's 300, 150, 150, so it gets a lot cheaper. This grade's 300, 100, 100, so it's extremely, extremely cheap for the second and third upgrade. 100 for extra teleports is not bad at all. Compared to some of these other upgrades like the Death Ray or, for example, the Musketeer Garrison over here, the Sniper Shot and the Sharpnel Shot, I do not believe that those actually do get any cheaper. So if you notice that little teleport right there, it takes about 10 seconds to regenerate that teleport, but that Winter Wolf was about here, and we just teleported him back all the way here, and we were able to easily kill him because of that. So any random guys that might slightly get really close to getting by, we can often just teleport them back. And it gives us a lot more time to do a lot of damage to our enemies. So now we got a lot of guys running through here. I am actually going to use my Wrath of the Forest to hopefully stall guys even longer for me to kill them in time. The next thing to upgrade, since this is level 16, I don't think we're going to have too many problems with anybody getting by. I will end up using my Rain of Fire right now on these Winter Wolves. I feel like Winter Wolves are the only thing that are probably going to get through, and since I've dealt with them, we should be totally fine. These trolls are not going to do anything versus us. We have lots of money, but it's not that important. We'll easily destroy all these guys. So that's pretty much all I got for this episode, guys. As always, I definitely appreciate likes if you guys want to do that for me. And if you have any suggestions or anything, please shoot them my way. I'm definitely interested in hearing anything you guys have to say. But that's all I got, so have a good one.